Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
A social media thread ending with hashtag School Shooter Thursday and naming a number of Fargo South students prompted a quick response by police. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. The district says the high school is operating as scheduled today, with officials still trying to find out the student's motive behind the post. We learned late this afternoon that the student works with the football team at Fargo South. Valley News Team's Bradford Eric has the latest for parents.
Well, then you're about to get blasted. Watch out tomorrow. Hashtag School Shooter Thursday. This is just part of a message posted on social media by a 14-year-old student last night. A message that landed him in handcuffs and being charged with terrorizing.
I was just shocked that it happened.
You know, I was in second period and they announced it and the principal came on and he was telling us about the social media incident, and it was pretty scary because it involved a school shooting. And no one likes that. No one does.
Fargo Public Schools tells us they alerted parents this morning, and the school day went about as scheduled. The police department deeming the threat not credible.
The student admitted that was his account, admitted to making those posts, however, indicated that he was not serious about the comments.
Fargo police say last night they took a number of calls from concerned parents, were able to track down the profile holder, and determined he didn't have access to any firearms.
It's instant gratification, but you don't think about the long-term ramifications of, okay, maybe I just posted something criminal in nature, terroristic threats that, you know, I was just mad, but now I just threaten someone's life.
Deputy Chief Anderson says they have to take threats like this seriously, as tragedy has repeatedly struck our schools nationwide in recent years. It's a strong warning tonight for all social media users, adults and children alike. Think before you post. Outside Fargo South High School, Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
Just yesterday in California, authorities found a student with a 33-name hit list of people he wanted to kill and a plan to carry out the attack. That investigation began, too, after a parent saw concerning information in a social media post. The wife of Joey Garsland, the man who died after being involved in a fight outside Rick's Bar in Fargo last year, is in jail on drug-related charges. Laura Garsland is charged with 2 counts of possession of a controlled substance and 1 count of drug paraphernalia. Court documents say she failed to appear for the 24/7 program, and when police searched her home, they found several drugs, including meth. Court documents show police have also been called to the Garsland home for reports of unfit conditions. Earlier this month, they found a 2-year-old playing in the alley while Laura was inside sleeping. In that case, Garsland was arrested for child neglect. Laura's husband, Joey Garsland, is the man who died after a bar fight outside a Fargo bar. Here's video of that scene from that night. Several people were charged in that case, and one of the suspects, Jason Oyen, is set for trial next week. He's facing murder charges. Fargo police have filed a search warrant in Cass County Court to get access to the health records that may have a murder confession from Ashley Hunter. Hunter is accused of killing 2 men in North Fargo in a 24-hour period in late June of 2015. He pleaded not guilty to the murders and arson charges.
I'm innocent. I know for a fact I never hurt anybody and I've never killed anyone in my life.
Hunter told Valley News Live last August that he doesn't remember either of the attacks and admitted to doing drugs. According to the recently filed search warrant, a nurse notified investigators that Hunter gave a full statement about killing 2 people. According to court documents, the nurse told police she took detailed note of what Hunter said. New developments tonight on the investigation of racially charged photos surfacing at the University of North Dakota. You may have seen this picture floating around yesterday. Police and the university are investigating a harassment complaint after it was posted on Snapchat and shared on Facebook. Now today, UND President Mark Kennedy says he's appalled that within 48 hours, a second photo has surfaced on social media. Police and university officials are currently investigating after these 4 students painted their faces black and posted a picture with the caption, "Black Lives Matter." Other than a few sprinkles here and there, another quiet day. So what about later? Hutch, how does the weather look for this evening?
Well, this evening on the autumnal equinox, we are expecting more of the same. It's been a breezy day, cloudy, and a few sprinkles are showing up on the radar down along the South Dakota border. More heavy showers in northwest portions of North Dakota and just north of the Montana border. Here's a look at temperatures. It's still warmest in southern South Dakota. We have 60s for almost everyone here in the valley, and that trend will continue. So expect more 60s and a breezy northeast wind tonight, Andrea, as you're out and about. The sunset time, 7:22. Coming up, we'll have a chance for some showers and thunderstorms as we close out our work week and head toward the weekend. We'll detail everything in your hour-by-hour forecast here in a moment.
Okay, well, 60s are better than 20s.
That's right. And
Yeah.
I think rain is easier to squeegee than shoveling
And
snow.
that's right. Thank you, Hutch.
Yeah.
Severe flooding is affecting parts of southern Minnesota. A powerful storm Wednesday night into today dropped heavy rain across parts of Waseca, south of Minneapolis. Some 14 inches of rain flooded county roads, parking lots, and even some high school football fields. The floods have left several roads impassable. Homes in some neighborhoods have also flooded, forcing some people to evacuate. A flood warning for the area is in place until later this afternoon. The Tulsa County District Attorney has issued a warrant for the arrest of a Tulsa police officer who shot an unarmed man. Officer Betty Shelby has been charged with first-degree manslaughter in the shooting death of Terrence Crutcher. There will be much more on this breaking story tonight on NBC's Nightly News. After 2 nights of violent riots over the shooting death of a black man by police, the city of Charlotte, North Carolina is preparing for more riots tonight. A state of emergency has been declared with National Guard troops and state police called in to help. It all started over the police-involved shooting death of Keith Scott. Witnesses say Scott was unarmed when he was shot and killed by police. But police have confirmed with several networks that they have video showing Scott had a gun in his hand during an interaction with police before he was fatally shot. The Carolina Panthers are still planning to host the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday, but team officials say they're monitoring the ongoing violent riots, again, that have gripped that city. The Panthers president said in a statement today that the team is in contact with government officials, the Charlotte Police Department, and the NFL. We're continuing to monitor events as we prepare for Sunday's home game. Vikings running back Adrian Peterson is officially on the road to recovery. The Minnesota Vikings issued a statement this morning announcing that Peterson's surgery was a success. Peterson suffered a torn meniscus in his right knee during the third quarter of Sunday's game against the Green Bay Packers. ESPN is reporting that AP is expected to be out several months, but there's a chance he could return for a December playoff run. A district judge has said no to a request for temporary release from jail for the brother of the man accused in the St. Cloud Mall stabbing attack. Abdullahi Adan is in the Cass County Jail on drug charges and made the request to attend his brother's funeral. His brother, Dahir Adan, was killed by an off-duty police officer after allegedly stabbing 10 people at a St. Cloud Mall Saturday night. A man accused of raping and murdering a South Fargo woman appeared in court and entered a not guilty plea. 22-year-old Landon Luegi allegedly had a sexual relationship and is accused of violently murdering 40-year-old Corey Terlecki. Today he waived his preliminary hearing. Terlecki was found dead in May at her South Fargo home. She had injuries to the back of her head. Luegi's next court appearance is set for late October. A young boy was hit by a vehicle while riding his bike to school in Grand Forks this morning. It happened at the intersection of Columbia Road and 40th Avenue South. That's near Discovery Elementary School. The boy is okay and did not have to be taken to the hospital. They were once in every home, classroom, and library. But like so many things, they have nearly disappeared in this digital age. So a local service club is not only making sure children know what a dictionary is, but is putting this book of words and definitions into children's hands. And that's exactly what went on at Ellen Hopkins Elementary in Moorhead today. Members of the Moorhead Rotary Club are handing out dictionaries to every third grader in Clay County. In all, some 900 of them. For students in the Spanish immersion program, the Rotarians are offering a special one in English and Spanish. And not only do the students get the dictionary, but they're personalized with his or her name on them.
it's a discovery thing for us because we found that for many, this is their first book that is their own, which is a surprise.
This is the 11th year the Moorhead Rotary has been involved in this dictionary project. The change of the season means a change for your wardrobe. Trending this season are earth tone colors, floral patterns, and animal prints. West Acres style expert Nikki Larson says pops of pink, purples, and yellows are being shown off in many fall outfits. Key pieces to get include a nice leather jacket, which can be worn all day.
With fall, it's great because, again, you have those layers, but you also have those accessory items that can really make or break an outfit and turn it from day to night really easily. So whether it's a change of a shoe or a different top underneath a jacket, there are so many different ways to go from day to night.
For more fall looks, go to valleynewslive.com and click on this story under the Valley Today page. It might just be your sci-fi dream come true. We'll show you Nike's cool new shoe. Still ahead tonight.
Out to the west, we have a large area of low pressure. It's slow moving and it promises to impact our weather for the next several days. All details on just how coming up right after this.